Monday and it's the first day of the new working week. Good morning. This is today's live on Equa Television International, and we're happy to start the new week on this note. My name is Jemima Emmanuel, and every Monday we talk about work. So today we are looking at a topic: collaboration, a key element. Collaboration, a key element. Indeed, collaboration is a key element because when two good heads work together, you have a greater achievement at the end of the day. I'm not doing this alone. I have with me on the set today Engineer Tony J. Nakali. Good
Happy
morning.
to be here.
Happy to have you here.
Happy to be here. We have Joyce Nakali and Solomon Sambo Sabi.
Good
We
morning.
have the most adorable and cutest female on set, Jemima Ashishe. Emmanuel, you are welcome.
Good
So
morning.
today's
Thank
topic
you.
is the key- what did you say?
Collaboration, a key element.
I wanted to say
Wait.
the key element of collaboration.
Joyce, we're okay.
I am a fellow discussant, so I have the right to forget the topic. I'm a fellow discussant, so. How was the weekend for everybody?
was
That was,
nice.
bless God.
We need to be calling some parents and be asking, were some people missing at the weekend, or you all spent it together? Did they go visiting? On Wednesday, pick me up on that.
Okay, I will. Yeah, so
We need to have a telephone on this set so that we can. Sorry, I made you cough. We need to have telephone on this set so that we can be calling some people to be confirming stuff on
Okay.
the show.
without telling them prior
No,
to
no,
the time.
you just be doing the show. I was just, Mama Joyce. It's good to be alive.
True, true.
You know, be
What's
close
that
to the
nickname?
phone.
What's that nickname? You can't say it.
Yeah, so collaboration,
Mhm.
a key element.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Why do you
Well,
always
same.
have to start problem with me? Anytime they are doing this show, you must ask me to start talking first.
Collaboration, a key element.
If it's not me, it's solo. Why?
Collaboration, Joyce, a key element.
No. Let's not go there.
Oh,
When you
okay.
start the show on the wrong footing, it destabilizes the whole
She's the
1
wrong
hour.
footing.
No, I'm just giving you an advice on
No,
air.
I'm asking a
I'm
question.
advising you live on air. When you start the show on the wrong footing, the whole hour is messed up.
Okay.
She
Okay.
don't
So
want to.
look in the direction of the brilliant people on set.
Yeah, so generally collaboration is
A key element of collaboration.
People go ahead
A
now.
key element of
People
collaboration.
are forgetting topic. Go ahead.
A key element of collaboration. Please go ahead. Let's start with the pretty lady on set.
all right. The floor is yours.
Before you start, it's collaboration, not corroboration.
Well, for me, I think collaboration is indeed a key element as far as work is actually concerned. I mean, it has been proven until today it's still relevant in terms of achieving productivity, harnessing ideas, and even solving problem. So, like Engineer Tony will always advocate for teamwork and all of that. You find that only in a setting where there's collaboration. Without collaboration, there won't be a team. So it's just having two or more, whether individuals or groups, coming together to ensure that they actualize the vision or the mission of an organization, or they ensure that a particular work is being done. And so I see it as a very important element in an organization, in business, or even in the workplace generally, because like you said from the beginning, two good heads better than the other. For some CEOs, they will tell you when they are about to take decisions, when they are about to have major meetings that they are going to be deciding on certain matters, they tell you drop your titles and come in. And when they come in, this is an opportunity to allow everybody to say what he or she has or think about that particular. You never can tell where the solution will come out from. So indeed, collaboration is good. Working together, ensuring that you achieve results, ensuring that you solve particular problem and all. But you see, collaboration, like when it is not well defined, when you have a team that is not well defined, when you have a team where there's no relationship, there's no trust, I mean, at the end of the day, you find out that things just keep rolling towards the negative. Instead of achieving result, you end up seeing things being distorted. So I mean, there are a lot of things. Even collaboration as an element also have some key elements as well. So for me, I think the first thing is building healthy relationship among the team members. If you have healthy relationship among team members, then you have team members trusting each other. You have team members being open to one another. You have team members coming up with ideas. They are not hoarding ideas, but somebody can just think of something that might be helpful to the other team member. It might not be his or her own department, but why not try this? Why not try that? If there's good relationship between them, you see things are flowing. But in a situation where there is no relationship, we've seen instances where even in a workplace, people work against one another. It's an organization that is built by an individual that has a vision and a mission, but it is the same thing that brought everybody together, but you find out team members working against each other. Why? Because there's no healthy relationship amongst them. And so you can just imagine a CEO, somebody that built an organization and then wants it to grow, wants it to like be the best, to compete, and then the CEO is the one like joining the heads of the staff together, then you're heading towards doom. So in as much as we're saying that it is important element in the workplace, is also key that there is healthy relationship. For me, I think the first step is building healthy relationship. When you have healthy relationship amongst the team members, then you will have trust. And when you have trust, then people are able to collaborate. I mean, well. And then at the end of the day, it translates into results. You see productivity, you see result. That is not to say you will not encounter challenges. I'm not saying that you will not have people being angry at one another, but there are a lot of elements that you also need to look at also in even the collaboration. You should know that when you raise your voice, people will react. You should also know that as a person, even as a boss, in as much as you're saying, oh, let's drop titles and then let's come and decide, people can make decisions that are self-centered, even in collaborating. So you also, as the boss, as the CEO, also need to apply some analytical skills, because that you are open to people collaborating does not mean that everything that is being dished out, you're going to take it. Because for some of the team members, the decision or the option they are throwing out there are things that are beneficial to them and not beneficial to you or the organization. So being analytical and being critical is also important. So I think for me, it's just timely thinking about collaboration as a key element in the workplace.
Like you said, it brings forth ideas. I may see something way different compared to how you'll see it. There was a practical there was something practical that was given one time. The same topic was given to like 3 people, the same description, everything was given, and they said, write what you think about it. And all these 3 people wrote different things. Like they were coming from their different point of views, and together it made it an elaborate thing at the end of the day. So that is what collaboration does. One of the ways I see collaboration is a way of division of labor. I give you what you're good at, I give you what you're good at, and together we bring out something magnificent at the end of the day. I may not have strength in what Solomon Sambo has. You may not have strength in what I have, but together we're doing it, and then together we are learning. I get to learn what you know how to do best. You get to learn what I know how to do best. And at the end of the day, the problems that we once had at the beginning is no longer a problem at the end of the day, because while we were doing it, we solved it, and we didn't even realize that we were able to solve it. So indeed, collaboration is important, but also collaborating with the right kind of people is more important, I would say, because if you are collaborating with the wrong set of people, I don't think there will be any headway at the end of the day. So being able to identify the right kind of people you should collaborate with is equally important, in collaboration being a key element.
I think that there is a misconception about what collaboration is, and that is why in most places it is difficult to find it. People see collaboration as maybe the only time we need to come together as an organization is when there is a project. No, that's teamwork. That's like I don't know what to call it, but that's not collaboration. Collaboration is unifying yourself against the competition out there. I think that's the simplest way I can say it. It's unifying yourself against the competition out there. Why are you existing as a company? There are people working with you. They think the leadership of ECWA felt everybody is having TV. Let's have TV. So that's why. And then you come, you say, talk. Camera, lights, sound, action. Collaboration is a key element. This is a strategy. What we are doing now is a strategy to achieving a plan by ECWA. So if you don't see collaboration as a key element wherever you find yourself, then you will fail, but the system will fail more. Anywhere you go to right now, most of the establishments that you find now, they are falling down not because they had weak systems or weak foundations. No. They are falling down because people are idiosyncratic. You come with your ideology different from what is written in your times of reference. He comes with his. We are working in disunity against the functionality of that company, against every collaborative effort the company will put in place, that is why I would always be an advocate that this workplace is not a relationship place. But people will never understand it. When you come to work building relationships with people, the relationships are relationships other than that of work. Before you know it, you start opening up. And then that relationship is a worm on a hook for the fish. Before you know it, it will eat the worm and start eating the hook, and poof, the organization is hooked here. And you collaborated wrongly. Yes, you collaborated wrongly. That is the reason why the company is hooked up. And the company cannot unhook itself. It doesn't have hands to unhook itself. The company is relying on you that are there to make it what it is. Do you not know that there are companies within the same Nigeria that have succeeded from the first day they were birthed till today they are succeeding? It's not the idea that the company has. No, it is the people that believe in the core values, the vision, the mission, the purpose for existence of that company. So anywhere you go to, if you see a company going down, excuse me, change the people. Look for the people that believe. Why is Nigeria the way it is? It is not leadership, it's people. It's the people. I was coming yesterday from a journey, and you know how we have roadblocks on the way. They stop this way until you pass this way, then they stop that way, then you come. So they asked us to come. There was a car in front of me, and then there was one man coming. There were over, I think, about 10 to 15 cars that were parked on that side. But he started overtaking from the last vehicle. And he got to the point where the car in front of me just got there. If not that there is a pothole, they would have collided. So he stopped. And I was like, why are Nigerians like that? Tomorrow you come and blame the president of the country that he's not doing the right thing. And when I got there, the driver, don't get me wrong, the driver is above 65. That's not a youth. You'd have said it's Gen Z body. You would have said this is a young person. He doesn't, but he's somebody with grandchildren. Maybe they are married. So you see, every nation is deserving of the leadership that she has. What do we do to correct the things that are happening, even in Nigeria? Because Nigeria is a walk. Yes, what do we do? You and I, what do we do? When you eat a biscuit, do you wind down and throw it out? Because there's somebody's mother that's sweeping the road. When you use something, you just throw off cans on the road. That's why when you see my car, water bottle always at the back side, the back seat, and then you see cans of energy drink, whatever it is, they are thrown there. I want to dispose them appropriately. But you know, some people, you are traveling. It happened to me one time. One woman threw banana peel. It came on my windshield. All these bougie women. Then, and it came on my windshield. And you know, banana, it can be smudgy. Like when it touches your glass, it can be smudgy. So I packed and I used my hand to take it off. So I turned on the water from the windshield, wash it, and I moved. They didn't even stop. But while they were going, she was still doing it. People don't care. Now, how do we collaborate even with government to make sure there is a place you go to? If the people are together, united, no government, no leadership can come and do otherwise. Look at church members, for instance. If church members are harmonious, when a pastor comes, either he does the right thing or he's kicked out. There are people that have said, you have sent this pastor to us, we don't agree, we will not accept him. The pastor cannot be there. They know what they want, and they are collaborative. So you send somebody that cannot give them what they want. These people have reached a certain level in their spirituality, and you are bringing somebody they know. Even some members can teach him the word of God. So when you are talking about collaboration being a key element, if you know when you say something is a key element, that means in an organization, when you count 5 things that are core to the organization, collaboration is one of them. If you remove 2 and leave 3, collaboration is one of them. If you remove 1 and leave the 2, collaboration is one of them. So it stands heads and shoulders even above your rules and regulation. Collaboration in an organization may not be a rule or a regulation. It is something that is expected that people should know and should do. Joyce, you are in accounts. You say you have no business with those that are on air.
When requests come, you frustrate it.
Do you understand? Thank God you are in accounts and you are frustrating people's requests.
I'm not, though. I don't understand.
Where you are in programs, but the admin is thinking, look, I beg, let these OAPs do what they want to do. My own is just to write this and do that. If you don't see, if the guy at the gate opens the gate to militia, I don't want to call the first name, to militia, that guy that you think is not relevant, you are gone. You are gone. You are the target. You are the one saying things against them on news. He doesn't care. Just give me access. Don't worry. Have you opened the gate? No, you can run. No. And they come for you. The person that you think is a nonsense human being, non-entity, he's the one you are sending to buy food. One day you open the food. He's not killing you, but he's putting an end to the rivalry between you and him. If you die, that's your business.
What away.
Do you understand? Yeah.
What away.
If you die, is your business, but he's trying to put an end. So if we are working and we say, because I'm GM, I need something from the cleaner, I can't go and stoop so low to talk to the cleaner. Joyce, go and tell the cleaner. If Joyce knows my reason for sending her, the reason other than just calling him, but she knows that I'm looking down, she will say, oh, so I'm the one that is equally looked at as a cleaner. Ogan couldn't find a kiranka. You see, she has opened more room for disrespect between him. That means if she can talk to him that way, she's telling him, I've given you access to me to talk about Oga the way we want, me and you. You see how disrespect grows? The Bible says when you break an old wall, you'll be beaten by the snake. So there are lots of things that you do that have consequences. But you are thinking, because I am Oga, let anybody try nonsense here, I will deal with them. It's not in the only place that they can deal with you. When they leave work, they can go and deal with you outside as well. So you see these collaborative efforts that we are talking about. The cleaner should be aware that if he does not clean, the place will not be conducive for work. And if they get used to using a messed up environment, a cleaner is not needed. If we are used to it, we can pick a few papers and mop by ourselves. You are not needed. So this should be, I wish a lot of people are watching this and are understanding the importance of coming together. I don't like Solomon Sambo Sabe, but it's an obligation on me since we are working together. I don't have to like him, but we have to work together. And if my not liking him personally will affect work, then I have to resign as long as he's still working there. It's simple. It's simple. If you don't collaborate, goals will not be met. Things will not be achieved. And then you go up and then you come downer than, downer. Downest. You go up, you come downer than then you go upper and come downer. And then you keep coming. See the English you are teaching me on there. But as a matter, let's be very realistic. Collaboration. The technical guy says that Joyce is very disrespectful. I'm not turning on the gen. It is not Joyce. It is the organization. Joyce is not turning on the gen so that she can iron her shirt and go to a club. No, she's turning on the gen so that she can iron her shirt and do a show for the organization. Are we doing things outside the organization? No. So I need you to turn on the gen. You need her to be on air. You need the station to have relevance. I need you to do the right thing so that money can come. And so if we don't collaborate, if you keep seeing a TV station, for example, as a place where if there is no light, it can still go on because they are on-air personalities. How people get to your house? If you see the bank as a place where, look, if it's not other bankers, my colleagues, who is this one? Meanwhile, these are the people bringing 5,000 naira every day. Your colleagues wait till they have 50,000 to bring it. So you need, as long as you are working together, you need to work together.
But how
as
then
long
can
as you are working together, you need to work together.
How then can you bring about collaboration in a workplace where that is not the interest?
No.
Probably everyone is good in his own
Jemima,
area of
it cannot
but they don't want
not
to
be.
just collaborate together.
It cannot not
So
be.
do you just sack them?
No. You see, there are measures to that. You have to make sure somebody has to come and speak to you, because as a CEO, as a president, as a director, as the head of the place, you may not know the things that are going down beneath your table or beneath your office. So if you have generals under you, they have to report without any bias. Sometimes I know when Jemima brings a report to me, sir, we have been going through this and Joyce is the problem. And I'll call Joyce and ask her, and Joyce will be like, sir, Jemima does this, she does that. No wonder she came and reported me. And then finally I'll come and find out that the problem is not Joyce, it's not Jemima, it's Solo. Why? Because he has something to do with both of them. You get the point? So in most cases, people don't refuse to collaborate because they hate the system. They refuse to collaborate because of personal issues. It's personal issues. Solo is the one that is locking your head, sorry. But you see, the organization is receiving the punches. Why? you have built a relationship you shouldn't have built at work. Even if you do, there's nothing wrong with people having relationships at work, but you don't bring the dividends of your relationship and rub it on people at work. That's the issue.
What dividends?
If Joyce is going out with me, why is she showing you that, oh, Joyce, I love your wristwatch? What's wrong with thank you?
Exactly.
Nothing wrong. But I didn't even want to collect it. He kept disturbing me. Who is he? Tony now. This wristwatch is like 3 months he gave me. By this just last week I started using. Yeah, I noticed, that's why I like. He gave it to you. The guy has been disturbing me up and down that he likes me, blah blah. He thinks wristwatch is my problem. Do you know what you have just said? You have said beyond wristwatch. And if you had respect for me, you will not have it again. You will not have it again. It's the same thing with anybody. But you see, I love your wristwatch. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. The most you can go is, it's a gift, but I'm grateful. And that is it. Do people have to know details? So you see, it breaks collaboration at work. And let's even think about it. Joyce is happy in her relationship and she's rubbing it on your face because there are dividends. And you just break up and nobody is pricing you again. So apart from the frustration of you being single without any sense that anybody can approach you again, then she's rubbing her happiness on you. It will affect work, sir.
Definitely.
How we cannot collaborate without coming close to work. How can I look at you and be collaborating when you are happy? I'm not happy.
And you are rubbing it on me.
You are rubbing it on me. That's on my face, ma. For that matter. So that is why you need to keep things that are personal, and keep things that are official. That way, we will have a smooth sail working together. So that question that you are asking, you have to talk to people about what collaboration means. And those of you that have worked with me, you know how I've always talked about, you need this person to do this, you need this. If the editor is getting the materials very late and you're expecting him to do magic within 30 minutes when he needs an hour to make it a video, apart from editing it, when you have to convert the material to a video. But you are bringing it now, you say it has to go on air. You did not collaborate. You need to keep talking with the editor. This is what I'm doing. This is how it will take. This is how long. We think there's a hitch we're trying to fix. We will finish this in the next 1 hour. You see, he's carried along. You are collaborating with him. The fact that you are his senior at work and he's your junior, or he is your senior and you are the junior, that thing is irrelevant. At that point, work is work. And you need to send these things on time. You need to go on a trip to do a job. But you send the request and they keep it. They say, they are the ones that will go and be staying in the hotel and be enjoying. Keep the request there. Tomorrow you process it. And then the company loses that money. And it's from the money they pay you and the person that has gone to do the work. When you don't understand certain things, when people start proving hard at work, no, I can't come close to Jemima. When you give me this project, I'll just sit down on that table and listen to them. When we are done, I'll carry my paper and go. If I frown, nobody will ask me a question. People like that need to exit. They need to exit.
When Jemima asked that question, while you were talking, something like that came to my mind. At a point, we discussed handling disrespect at work. So, the need to collaborate cannot be overemphasized as far as work is concerned. Like, you don't have a choice. The organization has a vision. The organization has the need for all of you, and that was why the organization employed everybody. It means everybody's role is important. But we also established on this set how that people's background, people's environment influence their attitude, and that is why for some organization, when they interview you, they also take serious character, because competent cannot stand in for character. And that is why some organizations also have policies, also have punishments, also have measures that they take in situations where your character shows up, in situations where, like, disrespect for set rules, for certain things, measures, policies, like, they take action. And that is why you see people at the end of the day adhere to rules, people adhere to policies, and where they see that no, I cannot adhere to this, they take a bow. I remember somebody that we wrote an exam for employment together. We even got the job while the orientation was going on. She got up and said she cannot. And that was how she left, because the rules were being outlined to us while we're all seated. It was being read. You are expected to do this. You are expected to do that. You cannot cross this line. You cannot. And she felt, I cannot. This is me going beyond what I can do. And she left. So imagine somebody knowing well that he or she cannot adhere to this, and then the person remains, and the organization is not doing anything about it. It's like you enhancing such behavior, because another person in that environment also see it in that workplace. Is this Jemima not doing it? What was done to her? Nothing. I will do it as well. Like, I've worked in an environment where you hear people make statement like this person that did it, what did they do to the person? This one that, and sooner or later you see that the organization crumbles. And that is why earlier on, when I was talking about the importance of collaboration, I said relationship is key, trust is key, but it's also needful that you're also analytical, because you cannot excuse bad behaviors, bad characters, like flaunting rules and regulations and policy in the name of, okay, what if I sack this person? What if I punish this person? How will this person see me as? Where will this person get food to eat? What about the relationship I have with this person? What if the person decide to open it up? Like, once you have things like this, and these are the things that make collaboration very difficult in a workplace. I mean, if I have a business and you have the same business as I am, I can only collaborate with you, like Jemima would say, good heads. That is when you achieve results. But in a situation, there are people you cannot even collaborate with. I have a business and I'm collaborating with somebody that is also in the same line so that we can achieve more results. But if the person is an unwilling participant, at the end of the day, he or she will drag me down as well. So I choose not to collaborate with you and rather opt for somebody else. Like, recently I was having, people were requesting for services that because of time constraint, I cannot meet up with. And then I decided to look out for, who are the people in this line of business that we can actually collaborate with? I know in as much as there are competitions out there, but something I noticed recently about people in business is collaboration. They are forming association, they are forming unions, they are coming together, they are making decisions and all of that. And I said, who are the people in this line of business? Who are the people that are doing very well with this thing? How can I collaborate with this person? And I tell you, for the few that I engage and I'm collaborating with, together we are achieving results that I cannot do. Ordinarily alone, I cannot do it. And that's the importance of collaboration. There are some problems or challenges that you're faced with, and then you might not have the idea to deal with immediately to deal with that situation. But somebody among your team can just like, what if we do it? And you just see that it solves the whole problem. But what happens when you work in an organization and then, as far as some people are concerned, I will not obey the rules. Why? Because I have some form of relationship with this person or with that person. Oh, my immediate superior, this is the kind of relationship I have with. So I cannot obey rules and regulation. Or who is this person to give me set rules for me to obey? How do you collaborate when you have situations like that?
You see, I see wherever you see collaboration, definitely there must be goal. Yes, because you can't collaborate for nothing. And then if you have a goal, what is your driving force? Your driving force will determine who should be on board. And you see, that question that you asked, I so much like the question, because it's something that so many organizations shy away from, look the other side, and today they are no more. Because they took that for granted, seeing that, okay, at least I can rub this the way I want, like manage it, and then not really taking serious, giving it a serious attention. Like it's not something, it's something that you can manage. And gradually, the situation begin to grow, and then at the end of the day, the organization cannot really control that. Because if an organization is being formed, what is the reason? What is the purpose? Because that will give you an idea on who to bring in the organization. And then when people apply, it's because they are keen to the vision and the purpose and the goal of the organization. That's why they are applying. Because why? They want to collaborate so that they will achieve that goal of that organization. So I feel if people are coming and then some are feeling like they are above the rules and regulations of the organization to achieve that result that the organization is looking for, to achieve, then they have no business being there. If you say, okay, the people are not what really the organization want at that time, but the organization is doing everything possible to make them who they want so that they will achieve that result, is different. But when you see that people are coming together trying to sabotage an organization, then for me, I would say they are coming with an agenda. An organization should not look at them with laxity, like it's something that I can manage. They should show them the way out. Like the example you gave, when they said, okay, in this organization, we can't tolerate this, we can't tolerate that, and then a lady was bold enough to say she can't. That means she knew that anyhow, along the line, she may cause a problem in the organization, and it will affect the organization by achieving her goal. So I feel it is very important for every organization that mean well for herself, because some organizations, they shoot themselves by themselves, by tolerating things that they are ordinarily they are not supposed to tolerate.
I also want to add, Sambo Solomon, that when people are not well informed, you hardly find collaboration in such organization or in such place. Imagine you have a production and you are supposed to be a team member to play a key role and you're not informed. At the end of the day, you'll be looked for and you will not be seen. Why? Because you are not even aware in the first place. So for people to collaborate effectively, there's also need for the
Proper
communication. Yeah. I've seen instances that people are angry. Why are you here? You're supposed to be in this place. And person, I don't know. I don't even know. So
and sometimes it boils down to the attitude or the character of the individual that is not aware. Like in our own case here, we have a platform. You put stuff on the platform and somebody will tell you he has not checked his WhatsApp since morning. You understand? You must prioritize such groups. You must prioritize such groups. You have to go in there momentarily to see if there is anything new. And even when you post, it is expected that you respond, so that we know that you have seen it. But out of 100 people in a group, you make a post and only 7 or 3 or 5 are saying they have seen it. So what has happened to 93? So sometimes communication go both ways. Communication. Jarima, please, by 2 you are going to shoot at Busa Buji.
This Buji.
You don't even like it yourself, ba. You can't say noted. You can't say yes, sir. You can't say what is the nature of the shoot. You don't ask for anything.
But shouldn't that attitude be addressed?
You see, there are people that no matter how you try to address their character in a thing, it is who they are. And there are organizations that can pick up a pen and fire you immediately. But there are certain organizations that their policies give room for such things and they are not aware. There are places you can't pick pen and fire somebody. They say you have to give first warning, you have to give second warning, you have to suspend the person first. Depending on the policies of the organization. Even when when you find out that the person has people that are in charge elsewhere. The person keeps doing that because at most, let me tell you something that has happened to me somewhere. We fired somebody, and somebody heard from one of the owners of the organization and called the person and gave the person appointment within the same organization somewhere close to the person's state. What does that tell you? So you are wasting firing. So there are policies, there are systems where you can wake up and clear these people from the way just so that you can achieve a lot. There is no point hesitating. But where due process must be followed. And what is due process? Going by their own set rules. That's due process. For some people, that's not due process. They have a different set rules. So some people, they do. So there are people that, even as much as they have that character, they are good at what they do. So you are in between decisions. You know, it's not easy to, the same way you employ people, there are procedures, there are processes to doing that. The same processes you have to follow to dismiss the person. Like in our case in ECWA, you have to follow the book. If the person has to go, you have to follow the book. If the person, except if it's an executive order.
So
I just have to.
Yeah. Like well understood, and that's why in most cases the thing is that, you know, on Thursday we talk about character and competence, and we talk about character being who you are, and competence your ability, what you can do, your knowledge, your skill, and even your ability to deliver on results. But these things work hand in hand. Like when you have one and at the detriment, you have character but no competence, of no importance. It is to either your business or your organization. You are competent and then you don't have character. Your success is just momentary. Sooner or later, when the people have another option, then people will forget about you. So these things are also needful even in your work, be it your personal business or an organization that you work for. I mean, people should be able to build trust. People will not collaborate if they cannot trust you. Imagine me sharing ideas with you, sharing my thoughts with you, like trusting you with certain information, and then the next minute I'm hearing somebody coming to me to tell me that, and this person told me you said this, and the person say you will not even use it. Tomorrow you see you're asking for, do I have anything to say? I will tell you I don't have, even when I know that what I have in me might be a solution to the problem. So you in an organization, be it as colleagues, be it as superior and your boss and maybe other your colleagues and staff, just ensure that people can trust you. People can actually rely on you. That way, like, the need for collaboration cannot be overemphasized. If you want growth, if you want productivity, if you want to stand out, you must learn to collaborate. And you can only have collaboration when people can actually trust you as their colleague. People can trust you as their boss. People can trust you. If they can trust you, then they can be open to share ideas. They can be open where there are problems, where they even notice anything. Because we have instances in an organization that people will see certain things. It might be even behaviors that are detrimental to the growth of that organization, and they will decide to keep quiet about it. Why? Because they feel even if I say it, they will not do anything about it. Even if I say it, at the end of the day, it is me against my colleague. Like, come, did you know what this person say about you? Like, I don't talk to the person, but this is it, be guided with this person. So if eventually the person can go behind, these are things you find out in work environment. Even when you caution people, oh, be careful with this, they will go back to the person. This person told me this, but don't tell. And at the end of the day, these people are now working against you or working against the organization. Or this person thinks we are fools. Let's do this thing and have our own way, like that. And at the end of the day, you see that the organization is becoming a shadow of itself. So even if you find yourself, I know a lot of people out there are struggling with this. They want to work, they want to collaborate, but the environment is not even conducive. There's difference between empathy and ruthlessness. And every organization, that's why I said earlier, you cannot imagine yourself as a CEO building a business, investing all you have, and then just being empathetic about everything. It means no, it is not your investment that is being there. Because if you actually invested in that business, you'll be ruthless about it. There's nothing like being nice in an organization or in business, except if you don't want to progress. You will maybe you start and you see everything is going on well, and you say, I just want to be the nice boss, I want to be the nice CEO, I don't want them to feel bad. If I fire them, how will they eat? If I take this punishment measures on this person, they will think I'm a wicked person. Then at the end of the day, you must be ready to receive the consequences. So if you are that person that is really willing to put in your best to collaborate, even when some people have already made up their mind, me work with this person, God forbid, I will frustrate. There are people that go to work with that mindset. I will frustrate them. It's not like I will not do. I'm saying I deal this, so I will deal with them.
Especially people that have been working in an organization for years, and then a new person comes, and then that new person is given an upper hand. You see, your abilities are tested by every CEO. By every CEO. It will be very, very unbecoming for any CEO to not know the strengths and weaknesses of every individual working under him. And as a matter of fact, that is the first assignment for everybody. Jamima, I need to know what your strength is. I need to know what your weakness is, both technically and personally. Technically means if you are an administrator or head of admin, what can you do administratively? Apart from that, to what extent? Then coming back to your personality, as a person, how do you relate with people? How do you deal with pressure? Can you stand it? Can you withstand pressure? Do you have good working relationship with people? These things you must decipher that as a leader. That is why certain assignments, you prefer this one to do it. If you need somebody to just go somewhere and talk, you just prefer somebody to do it. But if you know that it's going to be hard work, you don't want to look for somebody and then they are with their phone. So we have been packing chairs since morning and we have not eaten. And there are people that have packed more chairs. The last time you ate, they ate 3 hours before that time. And so there are people that are like that naturally. And you just have to have this accommodating spirit to carry everybody along. So when you are talking about people not doing the right thing, that, like Joyce rightly said, mostly you blame the leaders. You blame the leaders. Because there is a certain level of relationship that you have attained from someone that will stop you from firing the person. Hey, this person's both parents are dead. If I fire her now, what will she eat? This person for 6 years, she trekked for 3 years and has entered camp for 3 years. These are all funny reasons. You have to disregard the looks on people's face and serve them the lunch after the breakfast they have served you. You serve them the lunch and the dinner. Who said that breakfast is? So, but honestly, if you are talking about collaboration, and I just hope that people have learned that it is very important. Besides your primary role in an organization, you need to have collaborative efforts as an individual. With these few points of mine,
we're convinced.
It means nobody is an island.
True.
Yeah,
True.
Nobody is an island.
And nobody has the monopoly of knowledge.
True.
She doesn't
Joyce,
have anything to say.
Thank you, Solomon Sambo. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
It was such an elaborate discussion on the topic that we had today. I hope you were able to pick one thing or the other to learn, and I hope that you will be able to apply it in your day-to-day lives. Know that collaboration is important because it makes you do more than you thought you could ever do. It makes you learn, it makes you grow, it makes you a better person than you were before. Thank you so much for doing this with us. Until we come your way tomorrow with another great discussion. Do have a blessed day. Bye.